And you know we about to timestamp it. It's February 22nd, 2026, approximately 9:15 a.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western. But then again, y'all know I don't know, but I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or that certificate of live birth, they put our name in all caps. So that means they was standing on business when they named us. So we about to stand on business here, right? Because it's time to hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. And I'm Damika. We about to reveal some truths and open up some portals here, okay? So before we even get into the message, let me go ahead and flip this camera around. We did it. Let's go. 500 subscribers. Over 500 subscribers. Let's go, General Collective. Let's go, hashtag Lost Souls. We are rising, okay? We are definitely rising. Thank you. We are so honored. Divine Spirit and all the energies are so honored that we are growing in this way. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and tap into some tarot this rising. I wanted to go ahead and do a general collective reading here and figure out what is surrounding the general collective, right? What is surrounding the general collective this rising? So let's go ahead and get set up. But yep, 500 subscribers. You might can't see it, but I'm gonna show it throughout the reading here. But welcome everyone. Thank you to those that have subscribed, and thank you to those that have unsubscribed. What I love the most is when you're authentically yourself. Divine Spirit says, always be yourself, always walk in your truth, never walk in a false lie. The lie always becomes the truth. When you take on someone else's lie, it becomes your truth. Okay, so that's the main message here. And then I'm also looking at I'm conceited. I got a reason. So jealousy is out here. What up, jealousy? Jealousy done came out. I'm also looking at hunting party or hunt. Somebody might be on a hunt. There's a hunting party out for someone. That's crazy as fuck, but it is what it is. And then we have plate or paper plate. All right, plate or paper plate. So that's what I'm looking at. And I'm also looking at the Page of Wands reversed here. Something's being too hasty and easily distracted, like a problem child here. They have like a lack of inspiration. They're spreading energy too thin across many ideas. And there's a lack of confidence, scattered energy, impatience. It's creating a creative block. And there's a need to ground dreams with a concrete plan of action here, okay? So that's what I'm looking at off the top. I'm going to set that to the side. Go ahead and get this candle lit, get this bell rung. My nose is already ringing. My nose is already, tingling and about to start running here. And I used to play around with the girl there, right? I used to play around with the snow girl there. But it's been a while since I've done that there, so it's like, nah, that ain't it. But yeah, let me go ahead and sip on this tea. Grand rising to everyone. I read all the comments at the end. And if you want, you can comment hashtag 222. It is February 22nd, Gregorian calendar. All right, so let's ring this bell. Welcome in these energies. All right, so we have welcomed in the energies. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you for allowing me to be this avatar, to be the bridge to deliver these messages here. I thank you for the general collective, as this is this is consciousness here, right? Collective consciousness. So we want to know what's going on in our area, in our atmosphere, what's going on around us. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. And we're going to start with some tarot here. Grand rising, everybody. Grand to the rising. We're going to go ahead and start with some tarot here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. 13 portals of tarot. Ashe. We made it to 500, y'all. I'm going to show y'all my little poster I made. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I see that one. We need 12 more. I made a little poster. Let's see what we got so far. But we made it past 500 subscribers. Gang, gang. And yes, I got to do my hair. I do. All right, so we got the sun reverse that's coming out for portal number 1 here. All right, so around us, and this is a divine major message here. Okay, so some of us could be feeling like there's blocked joy, or there's someone around you whose joy is blocked. Okay, this is temporary depression. That's a lack of success here, difficulty in achieving their goals, and a temporary dimming of their light here. Okay. For portal number 2, the Eight of Pentacles is going to come out next, okay? So with the Eight of Pentacles, where are you going? The Eight of Pentacles is reminding us here to focus on the skill, your talent, your craftsmanship, your quality, your mastery. You have high standards, and focus on expertise and commitment, your dedication, and your accomplishment. You must work hard and focus entirely on your task at this time. Don't be afraid to ask for help to avoid being overwhelmed. Remember to find the balance though, because you're becoming independent financially here, okay? So you must really strive to be the best, both personal and professional. You may need to address a lot of things during this time. So again, collective, it could be some of us who's in this sun reverse energy here. Our joy is blocked. Like outside where I'm at, it's cloudy, it's raining here, okay? So we got the King of Cups coming out in our surroundings with some of us in the general collective here. Excuse me. Damn. They don't like that shit. I need a banana and some glasses. They don't like that shit. The King of Cups is talking about, you are the most influential right now within your realm, within your society, family, community right now for some of us, okay? You create creativity, emotion, and unconscious where you're able to restrain your emotions and you're fully in charge of your impulses and your feelings, okay? You can balance between intellect and emotions, your relationships and feelings, calming and compassionate lover you are. Your wisdom leads to respect and admiration, and you're realistic and hopeful. Better yet, you're faithful about your finances here, okay? I'm cautious with that word hope here. So the Empress is coming out reversed here for portal number 4 here, okay? So someone, and this just because it says Empress, it could be a man here, okay? But within the general collective surrounding, the Empress is reversed here. This energy is reversed because they're going through a creative block. They were dependent on a lot of energies that were around them. They are very empty at this time. They're having issues with nurturing themselves and others, okay? And they're disconnected from nature and creativity, all right, with this Empress reverse energy. So what is this? The Wheel of Fortune is here. All right. The fortune is here, okay? So for a lot of us in the general collective here, your life is made of good and bad times, a cycle that we can't control. Nobody can avoid what is fated here. Enjoy life to the fullest. Changes, flexibility. What goes up must come down. There are greater forces at work. Master of luck and fate is here. So the Seven of Wands is also here for some of us in the general collective. You need to get through this struggle to maintain your position. Be ready to prove yourself. Others or competitors will desire the same results as you, but you have faced the challenges from outside sources. So remain dedicated with a clear purpose here, okay? You need to go through this struggle to maintain your position. So defend your position and hold your ground no matter what. Set your boundaries, face the challenges, protect your finances here, okay? So we have a Queen of Pentacles that's coming reversed here. And what's weird or what's ironical is this Queen of Pentacles reversed is falling under this King of Cups energy here. And of course, I'm going to flip that camera so you can see it from your point of view. And if you're new to the channel, what up? Welcome to the frequency. I read all the comments at the end of the transmission. And y'all can't see it, but we made it to 500 subscribers. Let's go. If I got to get away and away and away and I don't gotta stop and I wait. Oh, stop me. Oh, all right. So this Queen of Pentacles that's coming reversed is very materialistic here. There's a need for self-care, but they can't even take care of themselves right now due to the work and home conflict that they've created. And just because it says Queen doesn't mean anything. They can have a ding-a-ling, all right? But what I'm telling you is they're at a need for balance here as soon as possible, but they're not ready for self-reflection here. It's time for them to be mindful around financial choices, but they can't. They're in debt, and I'm talking about spiritual debt as well. Okay, they need to balance between personal and professional life here. All right, but they can't. And again, it's falling under this King of Cups energy here. Take the genders, flip them how you want, okay? Whose wisdom is leading them to respect and admiration. So it's like a leech trying to leech on you, because you're balancing between your intellect and emotions, your relationships and your feelings. And this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy here, you got to get away from it if you have this energy around you. So also in the general collective's energy, there's a Queen of Cups, okay? Or it could be you, collective, okay? Any of these could be you, because you got to understand this is a collective reading. What frequency are you on? I don't know, right? But some of them are here to learn what the fuck they doing, because they're too afraid, or they're running from their shadows that they continuously keep creating. So they keep coming on here stalking tarot divination, stalking all kinds of shit, paying for all kinds of divination, okay? When the truth is them, okay? So they're coming in here as well. You dig what I'm saying? But you got this Queen of Cups energy that's coming through, and you're very compassionate and caring and nurturing. You're connecting with all on an emotional level here. So you got the Queen of Cups that's coming diagonal to the King of Cups here. You see what I'm saying? So you're completely balanced here with your emotions. You're honest and fair with sensitivity here. You find help from others, and it could be particularly a female. Flip the genders here, all right? But you're going to find help here, okay? Your intuition is very powerful, or you are the help that you are providing to others here. You act as a mirror and reflect new light, okay? You're trusting your inner voice within this time. I love it. I love it. So the Ten of Cups is the Ten of Cups is falling under this Wheel of Fortune here. All right. So even though, and remember, it's also falling under the Sun reverse. I'm going to show y'all how this is playing out. So even though some of us may have had blocked joy, this was temporary shit. You understand what I'm saying? It caused a lack of success, and we was in a difficulty in achieving our goal, right? We all been there. We all go there. That's the dark night of the soul. Okay, it's a temporary dimming of your inner light. Temporary is the main word that we need to focus on here, right, beloveds? So then falling under that was the Wheel of Fortune, the master of luck and fate. Now here we go with the Ten of motherfucking Cups. Divine Spirit, thank you. Thank you. General Collective, this is what we're pulling in here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all here. Okay, so all the dreams, wants, needs, and wishes are fulfilled at this time and moving forward, depending on how you move situation here. Let me move this to the side. My legs getting numb. I got varicose veins and shit on my knees. I'm getting my shit together. So anyway, you're taking the next step in your relationship, whether it's around work, love, or your social life here. There's a camaraderie at work, okay? Financial stability with this Ten of Cups energy. There's a complete sense of satisfaction. You're taking a moment and you're breathing. You're looking around and you're hugging yourself. And if you're not, do it now. Because if I was around you, I'd hug you. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm hugging you. I'm hugging you. I'm hugging us. Hug me back, bitch. Hug me back, bitch. Okay, so it's time to be thankful. Learn how to love yourself, right? It's a feeling of having enough, and you're not in survival mode here, all right? So you got the Four of Pentacles that's coming reversed here. This is greed here. And I'm laughing because motherfuckers just don't learn. They don't learn. And don't forget that we started off with, I'm conceited, I got a reason. Jealousy came out here, right? The Page of Wands came reversed. And there's a hunting party. Somebody running, right? And something about a plate in a paper plate. The fuck? All right, but either way, you got the Four of Pentacles coming out reversed. Somebody don't want to share, or somebody's not sharing, all right? Because they're attached to illusions here. And they know this shit, but this motherfucker is delusional. I'm telling y'all. It's a scarcity mindset. They're scared. It's excessive possession of material things, with this 4 of Pentacles being in the reverse here. So now we got the 5 of Wands that's here, falling under this Queen of Pentacles reverse, and it's falling under the King of Cups. Now this is how this is playing out here, right? This Queen of Pentacles reverse has caused conflict by trying to be competitive, right? And it caused disagreements, right? But it could have been a healthy competition for the other person that they were competing with. Because the other motherfucker was like, bitch, I'm an observer. The fuck wrong with you? Sit your stank ass. I'm sitting out here competing with my goddamn self, and you sitting up here competing with me, right? So it's like it was a clash of different ideas. Y'all, well, this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy was struggling, that ultimately led to their demise. But their struggle that they thought they put you in, and maybe you did have a struggle trying to figure out, bitch, or nigga, what the fuck wrong with you, that it brought your growth, like me. All right, so you got the Hierophant that's coming out, that's falling under the Empress reverse, and the Queen of Cups is in between the Hierophant and the Empress reverse here. So how I'm looking at this is, and we need one more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We need, that's only 12. We need one more. The Hierophant has a desire to follow a process that is well established here, okay? So they can adapt to certain beliefs created within an organization or within an organization that they created within themselves here. Several ways that you could look at this Hierophant. And I used to be really confused about this Hierophant's position here, right? But their systems are put in place and is still existing, whatever systems they're working with this Hierophant energy here. And being that the Queen of Cups is right above it, it's like they're using their systems for honesty, for fair, for sensitivity here, to find help for others here, okay? Their intuition is being used very powerful, right? So they know that with this Empress reverse energy, that they were involved in ceremonies and rituals and other religious trappings here, okay? All right, but they stayed within certain conventional bounds of what could be considered here, right? They trusted their inner voice within them, and they took time to focus on their emotional help before they helped others. What up, y'all? If y'all new to the channel, what's up? Welcome to the frequency. I read the comments at the end, and let's go. We made it past 500 subscribers. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us one more 13th portal here before I show the general collective what we've created so far, and then what we're going to build on here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also looking at a jar. Somebody might be using a jar or a tip jar. Might be, but you know, these bitches and shit and warlocks and witches, they be using jars, candle magic, putting people names under jars and shit. Shout out to Savage Intuition there. I can't remember the name. Damn, I can't remember your name right now. She got 2 platforms. But shout out to you. And shout out to a lot of tarot readers that are speaking their goddamn truth here. So we got a jar here, and I'm looking at a tip jar. Be conscious of those that are hiding in certain places within the house. You might want to check a closet, and if you check the closet, push on the closet wall. It might be like a secret entrance to some shit. And I'm also looking at day or daylight. All right, somebody might be afraid to go out in day. You know how them energy vampires do when they fucking depleted and shit, drained like my motherfucking eyes. They done, so they don't want to come out in the day or the daylight here. I don't know, but let's get this 13th portal. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I know I could be long-winded. Some of them like do the 13th portal, and I'm like, all right, fuck that. We're going to get this read. So the 13th one is the one that I'm going to take on the top. We're going to put the rest up. Thank you to the tarot deck here, because we're going to broaden the message after this. So we got the Queen of Swords coming out. So you had the Queen of Cups coming out, right? You had the Queen of Swords coming out here. And the Queen of Swords is falling under the Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Cups, and the Sun reversed here, right? So this is like clear boundaries with direct communication. Swords, the mind, the intellect. This motherfucking queen, whether man or woman, this motherfucking energy here, they don't play. They tell it like it is. They have a sharp wit. They don't beat around the bush. It's no chit chat or gossip allowed around this energy here, right? Because they are of values. believes logic and facts, okay? All right, so it's like a no-nonsense thinker here. Very graceful, though, and not judgmental, superiorly independent, okay? So let me go ahead and show you what we got real quick before we tap into the oracle deck. And y'all know I read them comments right before we pray and cut the cords. But what up, y'all? I love y'all. So y'all know we already started off. Hold on, let's flip these back around real quick. Before I pulled this, we started off with I'm conceited, I got a reason. Jealousy came out off the break. And then the Page of Wands reverse energy came out too, talking about there's a problem child who might be jealous here, okay? They're spreading their energy too thin across many ideas. It created self-doubt. Somebody's on the hunt. They created a hunting party. And then something was talking about a fucking plate, or a paper plate, okay? Take what resonate, leave the rest. And now we got a jar. You know how they like to do with their candle jars and their jar magic. And then you got tip jar. A tip jar might be relevant, right? You might work somewhere where there's a tip jar, right? Or there's a tip that's coming from a jar, okay? But then these energy vampires be so fucking depleted that they're afraid of the day or the daylight, which is why you get weather like this. All right? So now here's our 13 portals, okay? Here's what we got. Let me try to get in the beginning so you can see how this is going. And then the 13th portal was the Queen of Swords, but I put her in the middle there because she's the end of the whole fucking story. So in the beginning, they wanted to create block joy, which caused their sun to be reversed, right? It caused temporary depression for some of us. And yes, it was a lack of success, difficulty in achieving our goals at times, and it was a temporary dimming of our inner light, okay? In the middle of all this shit came the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles reversed here. Some materialistic, delusional ass motherfucker that need the balance between personal and professional life, right? They wasn't mindful of their financial choices, right? There's a need for balance ASAP, right? Within the work, home, and the conflict, in the middle of all this joy being blocked, motherfucker, it was like something or someone was in a need to go through this struggle to maintain this position. And this one is all of us. Right? This Queen of Pentacles here, whatever, male or female, put us in the middle of some shit where we needed to go through this struggle to maintain our position. We had to be ready to prove ourselves because others wanted to be our competitors, right? They desired the same results as you, collective, as us, right? The challenges from the outside choices, and sources, we face them without a doubt, but they can't. These are shadows that are created, okay? We set boundaries. We face challenges. We're protecting our finances, right? We're defending our position and holding our ground no matter what in the middle of all this fucking chaotic shit here. And in the end, bad bitch came out, male or female, right? Fuck that shit. I'ma tell it like it is, right? Queen of Swords energy. Sharp wit. Don't beat around the bush with this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Falling on top of that Queen of Pentacles reverse. Excuse me, bitch. Excuse me. Get the fuck on, bitch. Because this one is a no-nonsense thinker here, okay? Very graceful. Not judgmental. Didn't judge you. Just observed your ass. Just observed your ass, bitch. Okay? They have values, logic, and facts. Now that we caught up, let's go ahead and broaden the message here. Let me sip this tea. My mouth done got a little dry. Let me sip the tea. Y'all make sure y'all drink a tea, or if you do drink coffee, drink that shit straight black. Or a little hint of honey, or a little bit of that raw cane sugar or something, right? But drink y'all some tea. It'll flush your on out. We done went through a hard winter that's ending here, okay? A very fall season where you can find very emotional signs that come out during the season here. We're now in the Piscean season. They always want to pull on emotions here. All right, stay guarded up, beloveds. So where we're going with this, we're going to go with the Oracle deck here. What the fuck was that? The fuck? I did take out my hair, so it could be her. You know what I'm saying? From me, it is what it is. But goddamn, that's an uncomfortable feeling here. So let's go ahead and get some. What is this? This is Oracle deck here, and yeah, I'm looking at. I cut it in half, but I'm looking at lightning strikes is here. God damn. So with the lightning strikes here, uh, this is nature's sense of mystery and power here. It's evoking a sense of mystery and power, the voice of the divine, right? It could be masculine energy taking charge here, okay? Sudden revelation, drastic change in life direction here, okay? So hold on, did y'all just fucking hear what I said? The lightning strikes is not only the voice of the divine, right? It is masculine energy as well here. That's inner power and strength. Drastic change in life and direction is here. Lightning strikes. Welcome. The energy of lightning strike. I know that's the fuck right. But thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and tap deeper into the Oracle deck here. And we're going to pull on this Sun reverse. Okay, because we got the Sun reverse, the Empress reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Pentacles reverse, the Hierophant here. Okay, and I think that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 that we could pull on to start off with here. All right, so we're gonna start with the Sun reverse energy here. I read all the comments at the end. What up, beloveds? What up, y'all? We're gonna start with the Sun reverse energy here. There's blocked joy, temporary depression, and we can understand why, right? For some of us, right, we cause it ourselves, right? And it happens. We have to go through the dark night of the soul, right? But it's a temporary shit, a temporary dimming of your inner light. But let's figure out why with the Oracle deck. Get a little bit more messages here. Ashe. All right, let's see what we got, beloved. Somebody comment below. Don't forget to ring the bell at the end. I always forget to ring the bell. And then once we cut the cords and pray, I ring the bell after we leave the transmission. But I want to ring it with us as well to release the energies properly until I give me a sound bowl and a real bell. All right, so off the break here with the Sun being reversed, shit. He is a woman that was born a man here. Y'all gotta stop, man. And I did pick up on, damn. It was a trans queen. Saint Laurent or something like that. Olivia, I think its name was, but they ended up having cancer. They passed away in 2009. But I don't know why I picked up on that energy here, okay? But he is a woman born a man. What up, Meg the Stallion? I never understood how a stallion was named. You know, a stallion is a male horse. What up, Michelle Obama? A stallion is a male fucking horse, right? You got to be cautious. They put stuff right in front of our faces here. So now we got travel through reflective surfaces here. With the Sun being reversed here, what this means is someone was doing mirror magic, and they were able to travel through reflective surfaces here, okay? He is a woman born a man, baby, doing that mirror magic. Mirror, mirror on the wall, bitch. Bloody Mary ass bitch. They wanted revenge. So they wanted your joy blocked because of revenge here. Low vibration, negative force, rooted in anger and a desire to control outcomes. It was like their own sense of justice. It contradicts the core principles of love, forgiveness, trust in divine justice, and the law of one, bitch. Like, what? Love your enemies here, okay? Leave vengeance to the divine and spirit in order to rise above those who have wronged you. Focus on healing and inner power. Spiritual idolatry is here. It's time to submit to the divine justice, okay? So a lot of them do this mirror magic. Their chakras are balancing out. You're balancing out from this, okay? Your energy centers within your body, they're balancing out from this shit, okay? From whatever temporarily dimmed your light, you are balancing out. Your chakras are balancing out. The 144,000 frequency is sending out a message, and it says, we rich, bitch, and warlock. I know that's right. Uh-huh. I know that's right. I know that's right. Okay, so now we're going to move on to, I'm going to go ahead and place these under the sun reverse. Thank y'all so much for coming out. I'm going to put them under the sun reverse energy. We're going to move on to the Empress reverse energy here, okay? We got the Empress reverse energy coming out, who is having issues nurturing their self and nurturing others here, male or female. Flip the genders like they like to do in this country. Catfish type shit. I don't know. He is a man born a woman. What the fuck? Somebody's disconnected from nature and creativity, very empty, and they're very dependent on your energy. It created a creative block for them, right? So let's see what's going on with this Empress reversed energy here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. So you got to remember that this Empress reverse is, thank you, is falling under, we want at least 4, Divine and Spirit. It's falling under the Queen, it's falling on top of the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant energy here. They're getting fucked up. This Empress reverse energy is in a mental prison. You know what I'm saying? So let's see why. Something is screaming out, equal pay. You owe me more. Equal pay? The fuck? You owe me more, bitch. That's what they said. That's what they said. Yes, they did. Yes, the fuck they did. A goose is coming out with a message here. All right. So what could the goose be telling us here? The goose is saying that it's time to be reliable in your own life first. All right? Move forward and don't look back. You're a fierce and persistent protector. It's time to persevere. With me by your side, you're able to go the distance and face challenges with faith, strength, endurance, and grace. Duck, duck, goose, bitch. Sorrow is here. Sorrow is here. And sorrow is representing loss. This Empress reversed here energy is, there's a decline. It's a no-go. There's money issues. It's a breakup in a relationship that was based around love, work, investors, social. They was betting against all odds and they losing. They're unable to see the causes of their problems and consequences of their decisions. It's time to channel your energy, okay? So channeling your energy is the pathway that invites reconnection with nature and promote mindfulness, okay? Receive guidance, intuition, or messages from spirit guides and higher consciousness. And this Empress reverse energy is in sorrow because you're able to channel your energy at this time, okay? You're receiving the guidance, intuition, or messages from spirit guides and higher consciousness. If you're not, welcome to the frequency. You will soon. And it's not an easy mission. I don't know why the fuck they numb your whole KO and shit and all that shit. It's not easy, but bitch, I'm here. You gonna get through it. Welcome to the frequency. Okay, so you're a channeler who's entering a focused state of consciousness. Okay, it's time to be open to energy, spirits, and vibrations that surround you. Welcome to the frequency. All right. Welcome, welcome. I read all comments at the end, y'all. Welcome, beloveds. Grand Rising. So there are special advisors that no longer have access to predict the events or the futures here. I told y'all earlier yesterday in my last transmission, all 5 of the calendars. I don't know which ones. Gregorian, Julian, Roman, Ethiopian, fucking what else? Egyptian. God damn it. What else? Julian. All these fucking calendars. Aztec, Mayan. 5 calendars done collided. Okay, on 222, I'm telling you this message. On the day of 222, all right, where I'm at, I'm Eastern. They call it Eastern side, right? And it's 3:33:22 on the timer when I'm about to tell you this. All their calendars collided. They're unable to. They no longer have access to our frequency here. We are controlling the goddamn day and the time and all that shit. Shout out to Chronos. Right? Because now they owe the father of time. They've used time and abused time and time again. You understand? Now they owe. They're unable to access and predict events and futures here. Right? So it's time to define clear goals at this time. Okay? It's time. Define clear goals. And to end with this Empress reverse energy, you got the tiger coming out with a message here. Aurora. I'm a July Leo, bitch. Aurora. So the tiger, my fellow feline companion, is saying, don't hide from your shadows. It's time to face them. You're very unpredictable and your anger is coming your way, okay? And the anger is coming from your way or is coming your way. Okay, your aggression is near. It's time to pay attention. With this Empress reverse energy, the message is, I give you willpower and courage with personal strength to face these shadows. So that's a personal message for somebody. It's time to face it here. We're going to go ahead and move on to the Wheel of Fortune now, okay, beloveds? Let's move on to the Wheel of Fortune here. I'm now looking at jeans or blue jeans, dinner, and a dinner roll. That could be relevant here. I just looked up and bam, I saw that shit. All right, the Wheel of Fortune is here. Damn, here they come. This is the Master of Luck and Fate here. Life is made of good and bad times, a cycle we can't control. Nobody can avoid what is fated. Enjoy life to the fullest here. Changes are coming, so it's time to be flexible, okay? What goes up must come down. Greater forces are at work. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'm looking at something about a publicity stunt for a government contract. Yeah, what goes up must come down. There are greater forces that I'm also, okay, this might be backwards. It is. I had it upside down, but I'm looking at Coyote. Coyote is coming out with a message here. So the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Coyote is saying, play, but be alert and adaptable. They can't categorize your personality or potential. Be aware of overusing resources and money. Hey, beloved, I'm your guide because there's a trickster lurking. Let's reveal the truth behind the illusions and chaos. So that if you come across a coyote, right, don't run and shit, but maybe in a movie or in a book or some shit, this message for you. So there's a publicity stunt for a government contract here. What goes up must come down. The coyote already gave you a message. I'm looking at soulmate here. Okay, so soulmate is here, and their souls instantly click here. So this is the Master of Luck and Fate. Somebody's coming across their soulmate, or you're realizing that you're your own soulmate here. Magic is created beyond timelines. Welcome to the frequency. Beyond planes and beyond dimensions, okay? The universe designed this union, deep spiritual bond, support with no jealousy. So somebody got a soulmate coming in here. The heavens are you. You are the heavens, okay? All right, now we can give it a good flip with the Wheel of Fortune here. That was 4, though. That was 4. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. That was 4. What goes up must come down, beloved. Put your motherfucking seatbelt on and enjoy the ride, baby, because this shit is going down. Okay, so we're going into the Queen of Pentacles reverse energy. All right, take a deep breath in with this bitch. Hold it. Release. Because this motherfucker here, whether it's a male or a female, they're in the need for self-care here, but it's only for their own, like, purpose, materialistic purpose here, right? They were not mindful of their financial choices or even yours here, all right? Whether it's in work or the home, it caused a conflict, right? There's a need of balance ASAP, but you're balancing out and they're not, male or female, right? This is between personal and professional life. So let's get some more information about this energy of the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Ashe. All right, let's see what we got, y'all. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We got 1. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What we got? 1, 2, 3. I'm looking at 3. We need 1 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit here. We need 1 more. Thank you. We'll take them both. We'll take all of that. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got, beloved. So the first message that's coming out revolved around this energy here is the attainment of inner quality and tranquility. So you're able to attain your inner quality and tranquility, right? So they're fucking conflicted with that shit. They like, how the fuck? This motherfucker ain't even male or female. How this bitch ain't even paying attention to me, right? You're able to attain that shit. You're observing. You taking mental notes. Welcome to the frequency. I love it, right? Because poverty was their enemy. Poverty was their enemy. They want money and they want that illusional ass world so much that now they in poverty. All right. With this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy here, It's something about well-preserved things from the past. Okay? So this could be a bitch that got, or a man, witch or warlock that has spirits. They don't have a soul. They're a host for spirits here, right? They've been spiritually hijacked for centuries. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So you come across an entity that is a host for spirits. STDs, they running trains on that motherfucker here. Okay, so we got the Lost Souls. Welcome to the frequency. This is Lost Souls Tarot. Okay, we say we demand justice and the return of our energy. Come through, Lost Souls. Let's go. We're all being put through a test. All right? And yes, you might fail some of them bitches. That's how we learn. But them type of motherfuckers, they don't like to fail, so they'll cheat. This Queen of Pentacles reverse energy is now having a mental illness, but they're the ones that cause mental illnesses on several energies here. This is spiritual distress centered on the loss of meaning and connection here, right? They have been divinely cut off from spirit, divine, from their goddamn demons, the archons. They are left with themselves and the shadows that they've created. Damn! Well, that's the fuck you get, bitch. That's what you get. That's the fuck you get. That's what the fuck they get. So 1, 2, 3. Well, who else we said we're going to do out here? The Hierophant is coming out next. And then we'll do the Queen of Swords to see what that bad bitch got to say. Male or female. This energy don't fucking play. So we got the Hierophant that's out here, right? And you're able to adapt to certain beliefs that you've created within your own organization or other organizations because you have your systems put in place, whether now or existing or in the future. Past, present, and future is now. Okay, beloveds? It's now, all right? So you knew that this Empress reverse energy, male or female, the one that had issues nurturing themselves and others, the one that's disconnected from the nature and creativity, they're very empty. You knew that they were involved in ceremonies, rituals, or other religious trappings, and they even involved you, beknownst to you or unbeknownst to you. Is that even a fucking word? I don't know, but the Hierophant is coming through. Ashe. All right, let's see what we get from this Hierophant energy here, y'all. What kind of messages is going to come out with this Hierophant's energy? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay. We got some. We got some messages. All messages are good, right? All of them. It gives us a chance to grow. Whether it's good or bad, though, right? So the whole side of the family knows, right? The whole side of this family knows what the fuck is going on here. And with that being said, this will be transmission number 2. We're going to pull on some families in the next live that I do. Bam. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. So family finally brought their ass out. So we're going to pull on the family. Can you trust them deck to see which families come out in transmission part 2. But this Hierophant energy is saying that the whole side of this family knows. Somebody talking about, what am I doing here? Like, what am I doing here? That's how I feel it's coming out. What am I doing here? Like, what the fuck did I do? What am I doing here? Okay? We have the Atlantic Ocean coming out. Okay? So the ocean is the second, the Atlantic Ocean is on the planet Earth, is the second largest. Okay? It's 85,133,000 kilometers square feet or some shit. 17% of Earth. All right. The Atlantic Ocean is like a spiritual guide with infinite potential of the human spirit. There's unknown aspects, abundance, calm, and stormy. Okay, so both calm, both stormy here. Okay, mysterious depths of the universe, and it encourages humility, respect, and deeper with the natural world. Damn, they trying to me. Damn, let me get the message out. Don't fuck with me. Let me sip this shit right here. Don't do that. These messages gonna come out. So with the Hierophant energy, the no queen has high boundaries. No bullshit. So there's somebody out there that's like, no, with the hot standing on it. I don't like that word, queen, though. Why did we write that? But it is what it is. The no queen has high boundaries. No bullshit with this motherfucker here. I know that's right. So you have somebody that's standing very high, and they like no within their belief systems here, right? The systems that they put in place, they like fuck no, bitch. Your energy can't come in this frequency. No, I rebuke you. Yeah, that type energy. These 6 names are probably involved here: Cooper, Peterson, Bailey, Cook, Gutierrez, and Ortiz. All right, with this Hierophant energy, they're exploring their pain and trauma to rediscover their purpose, right? That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. They're going within. All right, with this Hierophant energy, something about as above, so below. Check Highway 14 after Palmdale. And then we got some more names coming out here. I'm looking at Cassandra, Nicole, Jade, Bolding, Wise, Hall. Thank you. And then we're going to do this Queen of Swords energy. And then we're going to get a little bit more messages from the shout out to Poetry for Neanderthals. All right. We're going to get shout out to Dollar Tree where I got these prayer cards. We're going to do a prayer card. Then I'm going to read your comments, close out the portals with a prayer, and ring that bell. Somebody comment below. Don't forget to ring the bell, please. Them energies, some of them, they don't like them motherfucking bells. That's why they took all the bells away. Right? It shakes their ass up. Where we at? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords energy. Right? Sharp wit, don't beat around the bush. Right? No chit chat or gossip allowed. And I feel like this is the final message for this whole storyline, because the Queen of Swords came out as the 13th portal. Right? 13. My life path number is number 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. But what do you believe the number 13 represents? All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. The Queen of Swords energy is out here with values, logic, and facts. Very graceful, but a no-nonsense thinker. The mind and the intellect. Ashe. All right, let's see what we got here with this Queen of Swords energy coming on out. What messages are we to receive? We'll take them all. I'll take them all. Fuck that. It was hurting my hand to like hold it in the position that they were in. It was like, you know how you get one of them pesky ass paper cuts? I don't want them. They the worst. Okay? So off the break, the chakras are balanced. Okay? Energy centers within your body are balanced. Okay? This is based around the next generation of leaders. Okay? So that's you're passing the torch of faith, wisdom, and responsibility. Old to new. Mentoring, discipleship, empowerment can be risky, okay? That's like what they call the next movement type situation, like a cult. Some of them, no disrespect, but it is what it is, right? Emerging, often younger, can carry forward a legacy of service, character, and divine purpose. Intergenerational partnerships, okay? This says, we are committed to building a long-term care system that is transparent, accountable, and worthy of the trust Virginia family place in it. Janet Kelly. So here's what I get from this. You got to we have to be able to decode. So welcome to the frequency. The words that I get from that is, we are committed to building a long-term care system, but for who? Right? You have to understand that when it comes to these government officials, their family is only them. They don't consider what you call citizens and civilians as family here, okay? So they're creating a long-term system, right, that is worthy of the trust Virginia families place in it. So that word trust can mean inheritance, money, your energy here, okay, that you've placed. That within Virginia, it could be somebody from the state of Virginia, that you've placed all this energy and all this money into their families here, okay? That's how I read shit like this. A lot of this government information that y'all gonna start learning about within this frequency. I haven't pulled out my USA and Beyond deck yet because I don't want to lose y'all just yet. Y'all gonna need a notebook and a pen, okay? But the Complete Idiot's Guide to American Government, Part 1, Building a Government. I was reading that book, many books I done read and tapped into. But that was one particular book that gave me some good gems to just learn about the basic government here. So the Queen of Swords is probably telling us that we need to start learning about their governmental systems here. So we got a grounding citrine that came out. The Queen of Swords is throwing this out here, right? Encouraging generosity, promoting clarity of thinking. Manifestations are enhanced. You're asserting personal will here, facilitating new beginnings based around your self-esteem, your self-image, prosperity. It revolves around your solar plexus. It is a hexagonal crystal here. It amplifies and it is yellow. Okay? We have a cosmic being that's coming out with this Queen of Swords energy here. So remind yourself that you are a very much so high, valuable cosmic being, beloved. Yes, you are. Welcome to the frequency, right? You're on very high stake missions. Fuck motherfucking 007 in that motherfucker. They ain't got shit on us. So right now, you're able to integrate science and spirituality. You're on a higher level of awareness and consciousness. You are the vital source for all life forms, maintaining balance of the entire cosmos. This is metaphysical and spiritual, okay? This is you've come into people's life to help them develop and grow. Queen of Swords is saying this following message here: the intersection of human consciousness with divine intelligence. That's what you are. You are the intersection of human consciousness. You're the bridge, right? You're the bridge. You're the rock, okay? Centuries of secrets are held in a rock. You are the rock, okay? You could be subjugated to heat and pressure over time, creating false narratives like diamonds. Utility companies are scams. Yes, they are. That's why the fuck I'm hesitating on putting these goddamn utilities in my name. The towers are completely protected. What I heard on the streets is, shout out to Nick Burns. What I heard on the street, Nicholas Burns, is the utility companies they're already prepaid. They already got paid grants to have our utilities on. And by the fuck the way, we're energy. The fuck, these lights wouldn't be on if it wasn't for us. Fucking what the fuck? But anyway, your towers are protected. Okay, beloved? Spiritual protection, strength, no danger or threats, divine support, a safe haven, trust. You had trust in the universe, okay? I got somebody screaming out, I have not exaggerated my words when I was speaking. That's that Queen of Swords energy here. Male or female, they don't exaggerate their words. They straightforward. No chit-chat, no gossip. What we talking about? Oh, nah, that shit is a lie. All right, so let's get a couple more of these out, and then we're going to read the comments, read a prayer. Transmission number 2 is going to be family. Can you trust them? The whole side of the family knows something, so we're going to decode that shit and figure it out. But thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get a couple more messages from this Poetry for Neanderthal. And of course, I'm not playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. But shout out to you for allowing me to have these cards here. You created these cards for this specific moment, for this reason, for me in my realm. So thank you. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see what we got that's going to come out here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 2 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. Let's cut it in half. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We need, okay. All right, let's see what we got, beloveds. And remember, they're two-sided. Divine and Spirit, they're not going to give you what you want on a silver fucking platter. They're going to give you bits and pieces. It's up to you to figure out what frequency you're on to handle this information they're going to give you. And you can always tell them, whoa, turn that shit down. Or if you don't want to say it the way I say it, tell them, but be authentically you when you're talking to them. Don't be submissive and all that dumb shit. Don't do that. right? Don't do that. Be who you are and tell them, oh, but I'm receiving too much. Slow it down a little bit. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Right now, I'm not strong enough to receive that much information. I'm being clouded with shit. Okay, you got to tell them what you need, what you want. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm looking at brick or a brick layer here. Okay, brick or a brick layer, and a soup and spoon, or a soup spoon. Okay, something about dead. They dead weight. Okay, they like to chew gum, but not a gumball. All right. Something about a pitch. They like to pitch ideas, but the ideas are fraudulent. That's what I'm getting in my head. And a pitchfork. They probably go to the farms or where there's a pitchfork. They doing rituals and shit, but they heartbroken. They got a broken heart. They've attached to those deities. You might like hip hop. I gotta focus on my motherfucking hips, cause them bitches is burning up. Okay? Something about a lunch and a lunch lady. You may have taken lunch. They told me I look like a lunch lady on one transmission. That shit had me cracking up though. I said, God damn, not a cafeteria lady. That's a bad bitch, ain't she? So something about a bedroom, the guest bedroom. Check the guest room, check your bedroom, declutter your home, okay? Because your friend or your best friends may have been involved, or they may have been trying to warn you. Something about a stone or Stonehenge. I'm about to get stoned after this motherfucking reading. Okay, and then somebody might be allergic to bees. What up, bees? I love bees. You got to be on their frequency, so they're getting stung. Or somebody might be in a bee sting. Like it might be a sting where they're going to jail here. Or fuck jail, they going to the penitentiary. It's a sting. So a boat or a rowboat, somebody did something on the water involving a boat. All right, they try to throw information over the boat maybe, or somebody, or they were sacrificing something about a boat and a rowboat here. Okay, or you might be going on a vacation where you're going to get on a boat or a rowboat. Okay, so something about soft or soft pretzels. Somebody might like soft pretzels, not the hard ones, but they act real soft. They don't stand on shit. You have a lion heart. Aurora. I'm the July lion. Aurora. Okay, you have a lion heart. Okay, you're the lion. Okay. Or you know of a lion, Aurora, a lioness, Aurora. A note, something about a note or a sticky note. There might be a note lying around or a sticky note that may give you information as to what you might need, because there's a battle going on and it created a battlefield. Okay, and they real dry right now, like dry ice dry, right? All right, so can y'all see it? We did it, y'all. Can y'all see it? Let's go. 500 subscribers, y'all. We fucking did it. Our whole house is a whole energy portal, and they can't understand. I see these fucking witches and warlocks that's within this coven, because every neighborhood that you live in, and especially if they got an HOA, is a fucking coven. Okay, so I've seen them lurking around, and I'm noticing. I'm new to the neighborhood, but I peep game, and I peep game, and I peep it, but I'm not lashing out like I was before. I'm actually enjoying the fucking show, and they don't like that shit. They like, God damn, I know that bitch sees me, and I do. Do you fucking see me? My whole house is an energy portal. Don't fuck with me and end up in a black hole. Decimated some motherfucking weird. Alright, so what I say we gonna do, y'all know I get long-winded. Y'all been here, we've been here for a little while here. We did that. Okay, we're gonna pick up today's prayer here. Let's see what prayer we got. Read the comments, and then we're gonna pray and close out the portal here. So I'm looking at Psalm 148:13. Let them praise the name of you. I ain't going to say the Lord. No. So let them praise the name of you, General Collective. For your name alone is exalted. Your splendor is above the earth and the heavens. You dig what I'm saying? Some words you got to decode. Now, if you're religious and everything, I don't have nothing against religion. That's your thing. I learned everything. I don't read shit like a goddamn child no more. We decode everything. All right, so that's for you, Collective. Let them praise your name. Let them do it. What is good or bad? Every lie comes to truth. Let them praise your goddamn name with that spell work that we can ready reject and send right back to their ass. All right, so let's while I read over the comments here, y'all gonna go ahead and look over what we got, and let's start from the top. All right, I got Vajda Beta. I hope I'm saying your name right. Said hi. Divine and Spirit of Energies. We got Bree Cash that said, you never tell an earth angel your input. They belong to God only. Art Gonzalez said hi. Dwayne Colbert said hi. Barbara Butler said hi. Sim XV said hi. Barbara Butler also said, not fair. Snakes, yes, we did and do. Sim said, yes, ma'am. Barbara Butler said, please do tell the truth. I am the Empress said, I'm going to have a cup now. Thank you. Drink that goddamn tea. Rose Chris 857 said, threw up the prayer emojis, purple heart, and the star seed symbol. Okay. Paula Cameron said hi. Kath 1977 said hi. We got, what's your name? Giuseppe Lanero? I don't know how to say that. Giuseppe said hi. Callie U3P. Yes, my whole family hired another Mason to take me out for inheritance and life insurance. I did a DNA test. They are not my parents. I am 49 years young. All right, Kaylee, we in the same situation, ain't we? Kaylee also said, I'm done people pleasing. Danny said, hi. And Dwayne Cobra said, definitely speaking truth from spirit, threw up them triple trees. That's what's up. I must need to smoke because I about to say I'm about to throw up them trees and smoke them trees, but that's what's up, Dwayne. All right, so let's go ahead and yeah, let's close out the portals. I'm going to ring the bell. Hey, none of y'all comment below. Ring the bell. I'm going to remember to ring the bell. Y'all will see how significant that bell is. We're going to leave this one up here like this because y'all know that's transmission number 2 when we come back on, if you choose to come back on. Now I go live because it's a lot of social engineers that be fucking with a lot of people channels and they videos and shit like that, and it saves a lot of data on my good old Android because I'm not biting the apple. But let's go ahead and close these portals. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are connected to spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all. Oh, shit. Anything and everything that we are connected to spiritually, emotionally, ethereally, energetically, ethereally, all are protected. I lost my train of thought. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us, and then it's sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and we are already free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut. They are all ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Collective, I am sovereign. You are sovereign. We are sovereign. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. All right, so now that we've cut the cords, let's ring this bell. I love y'all, man. Much peace, much light. Thank you, Danny. That's what's up. I see you. I see you. Yep. Dwayne Court said, wow, I need a DNA test too. Cheryl Smith said hi. Dwayne Cobra said, both sides of my so-called family, I don't know where to begin. 50 years of MK Ultra, and that goddamn CIA. Dwayne Colbert, MK Ultra, that's right. And then MLK too, CIA. And then we got Danny Love that said you're welcome. Much peace, much light, much love, but especially that darkness, because dark matters. It's always peace in. It should have never been peace out. Stop taking our pictures like this. Peace in. Tap that third eye. Keep it wide open at all times here. And if ain't nobody told y'all that they fucking love y'all, I want y'all to know that I genuinely love y'all. Divine and Spirit genuinely appreciates the growth. Where's the camera? We definitely appreciate the growth as we'll continue to grow here. Love y'all. Let's ring this bell. I love y'all. It's done.